Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to walk through using Visual Studio Code and the live server extension on Mac. So assuming you have Visual Studio Code installed, what you want to do is go to your Extensions tab and search for Live Server. And in the Marketplace, you want to grab the very first one here by Ritwick Day and click Install. And so that's installed now. And let's go back to our editor. And what we're going to do is create a new folder and create an index.html file in it. And we will treat that folder as our set of files that we want to be serving from our local server, which is working similar to what server would be doing out in the real world in the cloud. So what we want to do is click Open Folder, and I'm going to go to my desktop, and I'm going to create a new folder just called Hello World, like so. And in here we will create a new file, but I'll say Open. And so it's going to add it to my workspace here, and then I want to add a file, index.html. Great. Okay, so I have my folder and a file in here, and if I go over to my browser and just open this file, we'll see what happens. So on my desktop, hello world, here's my index file, and I can open that right up, and there's nothing there because I don't have any code in here yet. So if I type hello world and go here and reload, then I get something. But this isn't HTML yet. I want to put HTML in here so that it renders properly in the window here as HTML. So I'll go ahead and just fill out basic structure here for an HTML page. And we're not going to use the head section for now, but that's where I would put any libraries or things that I'm going to include in CSS or JavaScript. So I'm just going to do a header. Go to my page here and reload, and we can see now I actually have HTML. So if I open up my development console and look at this, I can go down here and I can see here's my page structure, and then there's my my first H1. So what we want to do here is test this with our live server. And the reason for that is if I say I add another element, is header element, header2 element, and I save, and I go back here, I have to manually reload with Command R or clicking the reload button here. And that's kind of a pain to have to do repeatedly as you're working on something. And so what I want to do is turn on my live server and have it automatically refresh here. So what that looks like is launching the live server first. So currently in this workspace in VS Code, I don't have the live server up yet. So if I do Command-Shift-P, and then I will get the prompt here for typing in commands inside of VS Code, and I type in live server, and I'll get some options here. So the one I want to pick is open with live server. So I click that, and it's going to launch a live server instantly and show me right here in the bottom of VS Code the port that it's using. And it starts with port 5500. And so over here in my browser, I see now my local host IP address colon the port and then my file. So let's say we add something else, a paragraph. And in the right below the header, the head section, I'm going to add a style sheet just to change, let's say the change we want to change the color of our paragraph text to blue. So if I save and go over here, it automatically reloads. And this will be easier to see if I collapse a few things here. So let's change it now to red and save it. and it automatically updates. So let's do it also for the H2 tag. Color green. Save. So it automatically updates. And if we open up our console here, we will see our elements too, with the correct styling applied. And you'll see if you open up the console or the developer tools that you'll see this comment and script tag put in here by the live server extension. So you can just ignore that that's there and only worry about the HTML and CSS that's above. And again, the reason for doing this is using a live server is to simulate what the behavior of your web page will be once it's up online, hosted by GitHub, hosted by some other server on the web. So to turn your live server off, you just click on this button right here where it says port to close the live server, and it'll turn it off, and then it's no longer available here to be serving files from this folder to your browser.